Welcome to another PHAT tutorial. This week is going to be on one of the most requested moves, which is 360 precision. This is a great move as it's a prerequisite for reverse fault, 360 Kong, and 720 degrees, which I'll be doing tutorials on in the future. One back. I'm going to break this tutorial down into 3 parts because I think there's 3 different types of 360 precisions. The standing 360, the running 360 and 360 stride. And it obviously goes without saying that before you try and learn these moves, have a foundation understanding of just how to jump and precision in general. So we're going to start with how to do standing 360. So the first step is to just do 180 pre to a nice obstacle such as this one. So when you're doing this step, it's exactly like a normal precision, except that you turn your shoulders 180 and it's like you're jumping backwards. So you turn and then jump backwards to do the 180. And make sure you focus on going straight and not drifting. Okay, next step is a 180 pre, but with your back facing the obstacle and you turn 180 to face it. So like this. With this step, it's very important that as you're facing away from the obstacle, that you jump back and then make the turn as you're leaving the object. That will give you the feeling of what a real 360 is like when you put the last 2 steps together. The next step is obviously trying to start to do the 360 pre, but the nice thing about this step, you can do it slowly. So start. So you can start by turning your shoulders as much as you can, and then you start by turning as much as you can, and then forming the second step to land on the object. Learning the 360, it's quite important that you practice these steps on flat ground before you take it up onto any obstacles. And it's also very important that as you're turning, you focus on trying to spot the object you're landing on as soon as possible. If you're doing 360, you're here, and I'm spotting down as soon as possible. A very common mistake for people when they're learning 360 is that they'll twist one shoulder too early and they'll start going like off axis and it'll be difficult for them to land. So one way to reduce this from happening when you do your 360s is after you've done your half and you're jumping, do the other half and look through your arm pit to spot the wall. And I think your arm being up and spotting your body straight will keep you more upright in the air. If you find yourself trying to do a 360 pre that you are scared of, just refer back to the previous progression steps to make yourself more familiar with the gap, and hopefully it will lead up to you sending it. After you have a decent understanding of how to do a standing 360 and the twist is starting to feel quite natural for you, you're ready to learn how to do a running 360. So like the standing 360, we're going to break it into individual steps to make it easier to learn and understand. So the first step is just like a running pre, but as you're taking off, you jump with your leg out, and with your hips you start a quarter twist. So that's the first step, just running pre like that. You might have guessed that to get the 360 for the running 360 is very similar as the third step for the standing one.
That wasn't that bad.
I know, but it's a bit. Once you're in the air and you started your quarter turn, your kick gives you momentum, twisting momentum, and once you're in the air, you wrap in your arm, look through your armpit, and spot your landing straight away. Very important that when you do this, you kick forwards just like a normal running pre, in order to maximize your control and distance, and most importantly, so you don't drift to one side. That allows you to pre to any kind of obstacle. Okay, so by now you should be master of 360 and running 360 pre, and now it's time to spice it up a little bit, and maybe you want to add in a little bit of steez. So this is 360 stride. If you have a strong understanding of running 360, this is quite an easy move to learn because as the movement is fundamentally the same. So take off exactly like a running 360, you wrap exactly like a running 360. The only difference is once you're spotted the wall, you let your right leg, your swinging leg, come back and you land on your takeoff leg, hopefully facing exactly forwards and ready to do your next one out. This is a very easy move to practice on flat ground. When I first learned it, I was just doing it as I was walking to spots and stuff. It's very good practice to get confidence and familiarity with the movement. Well, thank you for watching my 360 tutorial. If you found it useful, leave a comment, give it a like. If you're new to parkour and you want to learn how to jump and improve your fundamentals of parkour, I have a running pre-tutorial, you can also check that out.
Oh my
And
God.
subscribe for more.
Fuck.